Brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper. Yep, they're proud to partner with the Folds of Honor to help provide scholarships for military families. Hey, speaking of the people with good intentions, nobody says anything except that about you, Mr. Gough. That's a man whose empathy and charity and heartfelt kindness it's unseen. It is amazing.
Shut up, Brad. Shut up. Yeah, what's up? No, you're right. You're right. I'm a great person. I have it all. I was going to tell you that you were talking about, like, you know, the reverence that he had for Full House. And so, like, J.J. Walker didn't like being, you know, Dynamite. Right. Say Dynamite, you know, and they hate that. Like, so Tom Wolpat was like that, too, right? And I think everyone goes through that cycle where they're like, you know, I'm still a working actor. I hate being known as this. It's so annoying because I can't get over the hump of being anything else ever. And then when they get older and they're not, like, so competitive in their career, and, you know, Wolpat doesn't need any money. So it's not you know, you could be like, well, he just needs money and go cash in on the Comic-Cons. It's not that at all. So I'm like, he just embraces it now and, like, sort of sees the full love of the show that he was a part of, as opposed to, you know, when you're in the middle of your career in life and you just can't get over that hump. And I don't know if Henry Winkler was ever like that. Did he ever
Henry did have a moment in his book. He talks about he was very worried that he wasn't going to be seen as anything else but the Fonz. You know, he eventually showed us he could do everything. You know, he became a director. He could write. He could produce. You know, he was, you know, in The Waterboy, he was amazing in that. Like, you know, and they weren't Fonzie characters.
But he definitely worried about Sandler. It. He credits Sandler, though, for, like, sort of resurrecting his anti-Fonzie career, though. Sure. A little bit.
Yeah. Well, dude, you know the MacGyver TV show?
Yeah.
That was Henry.
The original MacGyver?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I had no idea.
There's all kinds of stuff he's done, man, over the years. I mean, it was MacGyver, right? Yeah, it was MacGyver.
Yeah, MacGyver created and directed.
Yeah, created and directed it, man.
Up.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, Henry, like, is amazing, dude, in his ability.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I would imagine getting pigeonholed would be frustrating, but it's the residual checks that make up for it.
Not if you know you're about kicked your coverage like this fellow you're talking to right now.
Hey, yeah, no, I would be the same, but I always think, like, what is wrong with it? You know, like, gosh, Gary Coleman would hate saying, like, what you talking about, Willis? You know, he wouldn't say it at the end of his life because he hated it so much. I'm like, that's why you're famous. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you lean into it, and you think that's where I believe with all my heart, all kidding aside, if you do not have gratitude for what you do have, you'll never find happiness at all. Like, you're right. You may want, but if you're that dude, it's important to always look forward and always want more and look to see what else you could get yourself into. That's, I get. But the point is, if you can't see what you already have and you can't find some level of happiness in it, dude, you're screwed. I mean, we all know those people, man. Dude, you give me the lead singer of Buck Cherry, and he's a sourpuss. Like, he just is, man. He had a great run. You're right. He's not going to be known as a great. He'll never be a Def Leppard. He'll never be, like that. But he still's had an amazing run. But if you talk to him, he is a sourpuss, man. It's awful.
Yeah, you know people like that. I mean, it's. I understand it if you take a step back. It's sort of like when I'm covering sports and, like, you know, the athletes they get very angry about signing autographs. And believe me, for many years I was like, that's why they make millions of dollars as part of the job. You know, I mean, you say that, but then when you watch it, though, in an environment when I got to be around it all the time covering it, you're like, I get it. You know, I get both sides. I get like you can't walk anywhere. You can sign 1 million autographs. The 1,001st person thinks you're a dick because you walked away. You know, it's just you can't win in a lot of these things. So I understand.
Well, it's easier for me to poke a hole in that because, I've never had to sign 1,000,001. No, trust me. I'm one of those people, like, if somebody's like, do you get bothered? I'm like, I sit around and wait for someone. I hope someone notices. All right? Like, so I'm thankful.
Who's F. Johnny Dare? Like, whose sticker are you putting up here in this bathroom?
Yeah, for real.
Cool guy.
Dude, I tell you that I bought a thing called, it's a collapsible rod that I can put stickers on ceilings with now.
Oh, is that how you, I wonder how some of those, you get on a chair real high? Yeah, I wonder how you did that.
So because I was seeing all these stickers up high, and one day it just ran across me on Instagram, this little deal. It's got a big wide paddle on the top of it. It fits in your pocket, it collapses. You put the sticker backwards on it, and it flips over, and you extend it and go whoop, and whip it like a paintbrush.
A little sticker selfie stick. That's cool.
Yeah. No, I've really elevated my vandalism.
Well, you put them in those hard to reach spots that the managers can't get down.
That's right.
You know, that's what you need. Well, good morning, Johnny. I'm Chris Gough for Sports in Your Shorts for Tuesday, January 23rd. And what a great victory Monday it was yesterday. I mean, as most of your cast in there can account for, I was just watching and reading memes and like social media posts all day and sending a million out to everybody because, I just love the treasure trove. Of course, when you're on the winning side, it's way better. But it was just unbelievable. Just the horribleness and the I don't know. I was spent most of my day laughing, reading everything about the Bills, their fans. Of course, the meme or the animated GIF of the guy crying in the stands. I mean,
I love that guy.
Oh God, yeah, he's like the poster child now. Of the Bills. But
have you? I've been seeing nothing but the scripted stuff. Everybody's talking about how scripted the NFL is and how it's all predetermined. And now there was, I guess, some kind of and I don't know if it was real or not, but somebody put it up that he had screen captured on a news program that they're talking about so-and-so playing in the halftime show during the 49ers versus the Ravens Super Bowl.
Yep.
Like before it happened.
And
it
was in Vancouver, I think. Yes. It was a Canadian station. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the truth of the matter is, what nobody realizes is all of these guys, and you worked in television, they'll make all of the available screen stuff ahead of time and then choose and plug it in.
Yeah.
Sure. You had backups for any situation, and the wrong graphics person put up the wrong thing or whatever.
Well, they all know that a celebrity will die one day, so many of them already have pre-made obituaries.
Oh, we had death tribute tapes. Yeah, ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, the Len Dawson one hung on for 10 years. I mean, it was like,
no, but it's real.
Oh, we got to add another highlight to it. Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, that was.
But it really was there, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, they work on those because for people like Len Dawson or someone that's like a huge person in your area or nationally, whatever,
sure.
They want to give it enough time and not the 30-second, slap together job.
And they also want to be the first to the air with it.
and that always helps. But
so when they see that, I'm like, guys, can we just cut through the craziness? The NFL's not scripted. What do you think that's about? It's just.
I will. I mean, it is going to be weird though if it is Ravens 49ers. That will be sort of weird.
Sure,
they are the favorites.
Well, so. I mean, listen, I don't know much, but I saw the Ravens and the Texans play, and that was like watching an NFL team play a high school team.
It was. They beat the crap out of the Texans. They did.
That did not. I was like, man, these guys are really, really good.
The biggest blowout of the weekend.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, I wonder if we're gonna have to play them. And sure enough, we do.
I know. And on paper, as people are talking about, on paper, the Ravens look like they should win the game. But the problem is, as we've all learned over the course of most of the half of the decade here now, is that we have Patrick Mahomes, which makes it basically any situation in any game is possible for us to win. It's just anytime we're down 2 or 3 touchdowns, we come back and win it, and you're just like, I'm stupid. We have Patrick. I should have known there was a 1% chance of this happening, and it most possibly will.
Yeah. Well, it just when people really lean into the whole the NFL is scripted thing, you understand how many moving parts and pieces, and nobody's going to get sour and rat them out. We can't listen. 3 can keep a secret of 2 are dead.
That's true. I mean, there are a lot of things in life that I'm like, how did this not get out before now? Which I always am amazed by it. Now in the world of NDAs and stuff, I guess it's a little harder to leak stuff without getting in deep trouble. But yes, I don't think that there's an actual script that the NFL wants to happen. But I think it was last year or the year before, there was a quote-unquote Super Bowl script or something that someone posted on social media, and everything on there is real. So I figured, everybody followed that. And so
imagine every player, listen, all these guys are running around. They can't not wreck their car, travel with 2 kilos of blow. They're always getting in trouble, but none of them are in on it. And every coach is in on it, and they don't say anything. And every owner's in it, they don't say anything. Every sponsor, every guy at the stadium, everybody who works, they're all in on it, and nobody talks about it except for you, genius on Instagram. You're the one who cracked
so their comeback to that would be it's only the referees and the highest executives know about this. So because they can fix the games the way they want and call it the way they want to make it happen the way they want.
Yeah, so because they're so genius in the moment. They've worked out all the angles from that one call that 12 like 1.2 seconds later they make that call that changes the outcome for everything.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing.
We're in a conspiracy theory world now, man. Like I can't walk down the street every day without having like 10 that. And the problem with conspiracy theories we've discussed many times is there's always like a small grain of truth in it. So then it always makes you like wonder, like, I wonder.
It changes.
So it's annoying.
It changes though. Like, when you listen to this now, if you think about it from that, they're making the refs do it point of view. Maybe the refs are doing it and they don't want to say the things that they're being made to say.
There's no foul on the play for a block in the back. Timeout.
The crying Carl Shepard is always going to live.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't sad. Maybe he was upset about lying. He didn't want to lie.
There's no foul on the play for a block in the back. Timeout.
It's so good. Well, hey, I sent Greg a clip because I wanted to play this because this is one that made me laugh out loud yesterday too. So speaking of the kick, of course, thoughts of Lynn Elliott came to mind when Tyler Bass missed the late field goal, giving the city of Buffalo a scapegoat for the game, which led to Tyler Bass yesterday, Johnny, deactivating his social media accounts due to death threats coming his way because we're good. That always happens. It doesn't matter what era we're in. There will be death threats to a kicker that misses a huge kick to either win or tie the game. And so he's off. I felt bad. He took all credit. It's very much like Lynn Elliott. Like this guy is going to take it, even though the quarterback, there's plenty of things you can point to in the course of the game that would cause you to lose. But watching the kick, of course, everyone had I watched the Kevin Harlan version of it from radio. I watched the Mitch Holthus from radio. But then the Korean broadcast team put theirs out, and it sounded great.
모든 문들을 닫았어요. 네. 그렇기 때문에 조시 앨런 선수가 오른쪽으로 나오면서 시간을 벌어봤지만 오픈된 리시버를 찾을 수 없었습니다. 44야드 거리입니다. 타일러 베스. 오른쪽으로 벗어났어요.
Dude, I wish I could watch a whole game like that, I mean, when you watch it with the actual kick in social media, it's just, I don't know, it's funny. They get more excited than anyone here,
It's wonderful. No, I love it, dude.
So now the Chiefs turn to the Baltimore Ravens, like you said. This Sunday in Baltimore, it's Patrick Mahomes' sixth AFC Championship game. He's never missed one as a full-time starter, which had everyone shaking their head in disbelief yesterday. I mean, if you watched TV or anything yesterday, you saw what they have to do is even people that get sick of the Mahomes/Kelsey era because they're on every commercial and they're so good and their success and everybody hates that outside of us. Everyone had to say, Mahomes is just a different level. And they have to do this more and more as we get deeper in his career because he does stuff that no one else can do. And he wins when he has to, which, like Josh Allen is an awesome quarterback. And if we didn't have Patrick Mahomes, having Josh Allen in Kansas City would be awesome. Okay. But it's just a different level of Josh Allen could even have better stats in the game, but Patrick Mahomes makes the throws in the crucial moments to win games. He just wins,
and his ridiculous stuff like when he ran it at the end of the game, but for 1 second he was like, "I'm going to throw it." No, I'm not, and I'm running the other way. And I'm like, that poor dude juked, and I was like, he's got to be so pissed. And he went like eighth grader on him. He was running. He's like, "No, I'm not." Yeah. I was like, you literally just did that thing where you make a dude flinch, and then you ran off the other way.
Yeah. And he's capable of doing that, and they're scared because he can do either way. You don't. He's so multi-talented that you don't know what he's going to do until he hits that line of scrimmage. You can do whatever he wants, and it's just it's amazing to watch him, and it's amazing that he's in Kansas City. It just is. Same with and I know I don't want to go on a whole tangent about this, but I still get messages about Taylor Swift. Oh, I hate Taylor Swift. I'm showing her. I'm like, dude, she is the biggest pop star in the world at Arrowhead Stadium, and she likes our team. Why does it matter? What are you missing? Another shot of Andy Reid's mustache? I don't care.
You know what it is. It's some incel in their basement. And there's two kinds of people in this world. Those that are happy for others and those that aren't. Look, they're just mad because a super hot chick is banging a dude with way more talent than them. That's it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You know what? And I would urge you, sir, to look to your parents for your poor genetic pool. That's what I did. And just live with it. And listen, try harder then, man. You'll maybe get a better looking girl. But
accept it. Yeah.
You couldn't pull out of that fat waitress from Perkins, and now you're stuck. It's your fault, not his.
Hey, don't bring up Tiger Woods.
But I feel like he pulled out. He knew, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. Although there might be there might be a Perkins waitress down there with a mink coat. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
by the way, did I send you the picture of the "It's a Boy" cake? And then they changed they cut the Y off and put RTED on it.
with something.
No.
I'll send that to you. It just made me laugh. It's just the thing that I think about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. You have to send that. Head coach Andy Reid gave his usual Zoom call to the media yesterday. He didn't have a lot to give in terms of injury updates, but he wanted to give credit to the defense stepping up in the second half against the Bills, as well as MVS coming around. I mean, we have buried this guy all year because he's had a very bad year, but he had 2 huge catches. Travis Kelce, Rashee Rice, and the offensive line also gave up no sacks, no penalties. So Reid was asked if he saw pictures or videos of Jason Kelce from the game. Of course, Jason Kelce played for Reid in Philadelphia. Reid said, quote, "My wife saw him, so she took pictures with him. I saw the pictures, no shirt on. Listen, he's the best. He's a great kid." And it's
my
funny.
girlfriend. I think she'd bang him in front of me.
Oh, yeah. He is as much as Travis Kelce is the star in this town and ladies love him, Jason Kelce is the charismatic star of the podcast. He just
Dude, my girl, I was like, I thought she was talking about Travis. She's like, I'll be honest, he is the cutest in the NFL, and I love him. And I thought she was talking about, because she said Kelce. And I was like, I get it. He's banging Taylor Swift. We all know how great he is. And she's like, no, look. And then, dude, he's a little chubby, and he's got his shirt off. And I'm like, oh, man, you can't compete against that kind of cool. Nycki,
I can watch him crawl into that suite through the window, hiking his leg up over and over and over again like a living bear.
Yeah.
He makes me laugh.
Yeah, and you find him attractive?
Because he's so likable by his personality, hands down. I know it sounds crazy to some people, but I'm like, no,
my girlfriend
he's the one.
Was the same exact statement.
And you love him also, the spin and being weird. You love him because he's a good dude. He's a good dad.
Yeah.
It's everything and every reason why you like him.
Yep.
See, he loves his kids, Gough. Maybe that's the vibe you could put off.
Yeah, I'm hoping to reach that status sometime. You know what's funny? Hey, thanks for the shot, Nick. I'll remember that. Jason Kelce, though, you know how old he is, Johnny? He's 36. Okay, when you see him, he comes across as 50 to me. Just because he just looks like, I'm like, this guy. I mean, if I was just a little early on my puberty, I could be his dad. So it's just weird. But,
yeah, no, he's definitely, but he's got the wisdom, and I think it's also his demeanor that makes him seem very wise.
Yeah, no, he's very. I mean, obviously, have a lot of charisma in that family. So.
Yeah.
Several big injuries on the Chiefs side during Sunday's game. Safety Mike Edwards, linebacker Willie Gay, and guard Joe Tooney all leaving the game. The only update available is a positive one for Tooney. The All-Pro suffered an injury to his pectoral muscle. He did have an MRI Monday. Nothing was torn, which everyone was afraid that might end the year and possibly go deep into next year. They're just calling it a pectoral strain. It's going to be tracked this week. It's a potential good sign that he could be available this week and beyond. If Tooney is out, Nick Allegretti would be expected to start. So the Chiefs travel to face the Ravens 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Another big story yesterday, Jackson County legislators voted 7-2 yesterday to override County Executive Frank White's veto of a stadium tax ballot question. That means that Jackson County residents will get to vote April 2nd on a 3/8 cent sales tax for both the Royals and Chiefs stadium projects. Let's see. Back to Buffalo for a minute. After the game, Chiefs lineman Donovan Smith tweeted that the stadium had turned off the hot water in the Chiefs locker room shower. But yesterday, the city of Buffalo said the allegations are false, adding there's no way to turn hot water off on one side or the other. Officials say it was likely because all the high demand of hot water following the game. College basketball last night, number 7 Kansas hosting Cincinnati. They pick up the 74-69 victory. Tonight, the Missouri Tigers head to face Texas A&M. That tips off at 8. And K-State goes on the road to face number 23 Iowa State tomorrow night. To the NBA, former KU star Joel Embiid became the 9th player in NBA history to score 70 points in a game last night. He ended up with 70 points in Philadelphia's 133-123 win over San Antonio. It beat Wilt Chamberlain's 76ers franchise record of 68 points in a game. And finally, Johnny, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson appointed Tuesday to the board of directors of the TKO Group, which is the publicly traded company that has now merged together the UFC and WWE. In addition to his appointment, here's why he's on the board. The 51-year-old Johnson has been granted full ownership of The Rock trademark, which had been owned by WWE. and Johnson has signed new services and merchandising agreements with WWE that provides for his promotional licensing and other services. So they can obviously still use it, but this is a hog trade, Johnny. If you come on our board and just probably give him some cred or whatever, you get the full Rock ownership, which Vince has owned for years, and now that it's merged and been sold, now it's up for grabs.
Dude, yeah, that used to be a thing, and they finally got it stopped in radio, where if a guy came on his first gig in radio, they would try to say they owned the Johnny Dare name. Mm-hmm. That actually happened at one point. They were trying to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
I see it in wrestling all the time, man. People copyright and trademark everything now. And it's, whether it's a name, a catchphrase, this was sort of going on, obviously, like I said, 30, 40 years ago. Pat Riley owns the rights to three-peat, and Michael Buffer with his call. But, man, it's like
nobody's made more money than Michael Buffer. Nobody.
No.
Dude,
it's
for those
amazing.
who don't know, his catchphase, and you can just say it, right? Like just we're talking about. I'm not going to do it, but anyway, you know what it was.
Let's get ready to.
Yeah. Well, and here's why. There's an automatic "you're fired" at Entercom Odyssey, and I know why, because that dude, if you use it during a broadcast, during a commercial, during anything else, you can't just say it in real life in that space. But if you would. You would get fired because it was, how much was it, like $20,000?
It was a chunk.
But he has people monitoring to hear the phrase if it's used in any kind of a form that is against the trademark, and he has made tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions, suing radio.
Amazing. Yeah. If you have your own staff that's able to just sort of throw out little spiders out there to see what's on the internet in every interview in the world, that shows how much money you're making.
And he, it's for real. There's no way around it now. If you get popped doing that, you're fired out of here. You're done.
Man,
that's how much money we paid.
And there's precedents, and you should probably know this is going on. So
yeah.
Anyway, Nycki, I'm going to go be a horrible father and throw my kid in the truck, take him to school. So that is Sports in Your Shorts for Tuesday. I am Chris Gough for the Johnny Dare Morning Show.